fertility. By using manure, it is increasing manure is increasing soil fertility, and then we will get good production. So it is a one other type of manure, that is green manure. So what is green manure? Do you know anybody? Green manure means if farmer is growing one type of crop in the soil, after completing the harvesting, we back ploughing along with the plants. Along with the plants is ploughing back. If each and every plant, it has a small quantity of nutrients in their body. For example, what are the important nutrients in the plants? What are the important nutrients plants need? Nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. They are the macronutrients. The same way, when we are ploughing back along with the plants, small quantity of nutrients are replenished in the soil. So that is, in that way, they are producing lot of nutrients in the soil by using green manure. So for example, some examples are Barsim, Kulti, Sunhemp, Lobia, Green Gram. So Barsim means Gurvinda. So this type of crops we are not growing. So Kulti is a one kind of Lobia family, Chikudu, Chendrapati family. Sunhemp, Gongura. So Green Gram, Lobia, Kulti and beans. These three are belongs to leguminous family Chendrapati plants. So if we are growing this type of crops in the soil, if you plow along with these plants, so we can improve nutrients in the soil. Majorly nitrogen. So plants which are belongs to leguminous family, they cannot trap nitrogen from the weather directly. So these plants, they are giving shelter to different types of microorganisms like rhizobium. They are trapping the nitrogen and convert into nitrates. So most of the nitrates are storing in the plant's body. If we plow along with the plant, so large amount of nitrates are storing in the soil. In this way, you can improve soil fertility. So this is the importance of the green manure. So in this way, we can get nutrients by green manure. So here given percent of nitrogen. So nitrogen is very important, nutrients. Percentage of nitrogen in different green manure crops. Here given the table: Lobia, beans, Kulti. These are belongs to leguminous family. So Lobia, beans, if you grow in a crop, so mostly plants which are growing leguminous family, they are not growing in the field. Just they are using as a vegetable crops. We are growing as a vegetable crops. But mostly if you grow maximum groundnut, if you plough along with the plants, so we can increase nitrogen. So green gram means Sunhemp, Gongura, horse gram, Ulval. So this type of crops, so if you grow in your field, plough along with these crops, so you can get lot of nitrogen in the soil. So it can increase soil fertility. Next, if the total weight of the green manure crops in a field is 8 to 25 tons per hectare, the amount of nitrogen it provides on being plowed back into the soil is 70 kg to 90 kg per hectare. So this is green manure. If you grow different types of crops, so which are belongs to leguminous family. How much? What is the weight? 8 to 25 tons per hectare. If you grow that much of crops in 1 hectare, so how much if you plow back along this plant, it can increase 72 to 90 kg of nitrogen. So that much of nitrogen nutrients are increasing in the soil. So that is the importance of the green manure. Okay, understood? Next, farmers who have no sufficient time for making green manure are suggested to use green leaf manure. So most of the areas, we are not going to like these crops, groundnut, beans, which are belongs to leguminous family. We have to use other way to increase in nutrients. The same way. So what is the other way? If we use waste leaves which are fallen from the plants. Along with the leaves, if you plow, automatically increase the small quantity of nutrients in the soil. If you use in this way, if you use any leaves which are belongs to any plant, so automatically it is also called one kind of green manure. So automatically we can increase fertility. So whenever soil is increasing fertility power, we can get good production. So this is another type of manure. Okay. Next, on the base of table 6, explain. Find out whether all the green manure crops mentioned in table 6 are leguminous crops. So maximum which are belongs to given in the table. Plants mostly belongs to leguminous family. That plants only they can store large quantity of nitrogen. This is very important and standard. There is no any change. Next, according to this table, what is the reason for growing green manure crops? Important areas which fields which there lack of large quantity of nitrogen. That kind of area is suitable to grow this type of green manure crops. Okay. So wherever the lack of nitrogen, that kind of some plants so they are unable to get nitrogen. So which they are unable to get nitrogen, so they are taking nitrogen from the insects. By taking insects, so they are fulfilling their nitrogen. So different plants, so they are using different way to get sufficient nutrients. So this is the importance of the green manure and how can we improve soil fertility by using green manure. Next, soil testing. Soil testing. So, what is the meaning of soil testing? Anybody?
Soil is given to test how much of nitrogen and phosphorus is present in soil.
Very good. Before going to start the agriculture, we have to test our soil. It is suitable for different types of crops or not. So, our soil is suitable for this type of crop. So before going to start the agriculture, we have to test our soil. So according to testing, we are finding what are the nutrients are there, what are the nutrients are not there. So what type of manure we have to use to improve, which nutrients are less. According to which nutrients are less, which is useful. Which manure is useful. So this is in this way we are testing the soil. Sure. So nowadays most of the farmers they are not using this type of according to their own they are growing different types of crops. So what is the use of how do farmers know what type of crops need to be cultivated? So already know most of the families we came from agriculture background. Farmers how do they know my soil is suitable for this crop? So your soil is suitable for this crop. How do they know? Nobody knows about this. So directly, so automatically every year what type of crops we are growing in our area. So maximum members they are growing the same type of crops. So they do any testing. What types of crops are suitable for the soil in their fields? These are the questions. So these questions raised in their minds. Whenever these questions raise in their minds, automatically they think about the testing. So it is very important to test my soil. Then immediately he will go to the AO, agriculture officer, which is located in the mandal headquarters, and he tests his soil. Otherwise, there is no use, there is no any idea to grow crops. Farmers who are experienced are able to make out from the color and texture of the soil. Yes. So, what are the important bases? According to which bases, so they are growing different types of crops. Generally, most of the farmers, those who have a lot of experience in the agriculture, by testing the soil, by color of the soil only, they can find out, oh, this crop is suitable in this area. This crop is suitable in your field. According to, so they have a lot of experience. According to their experience, so they can find out this is suitable, this is not suitable. This manual is useful. You use this kind of manual. So these are the methods so they are following by experience also. Next, you had also studied about the same in your earlier class. So and ask a farmer to find out about crops so that can be grown in different types of soils. Next, we have to ask the farmers. Those who are experienced farmers in our village, we have to ask them which type of crops are growing are suitable in which type of soil. Which type of crops? Which type of soil. So how many types of soils? In our area, black soil, red soil, most of the soils. So according to the soils, which type of crops are suitable to grow? We have to take the information from our farmers, so those who have a lot of experience. According to their idea, we have to find out why it is suitable. So what is the reason this crop is growing in this area? So what is the suitable? Why? What type of nutrients are getting in this area? Next. Yes, nowadays agricultural officers and soil testing technologies are available in every area. They observe the field and suggest what to do. AO. Who is AO? Agriculture officer. So this is the way of testing method. If you bring a small quantity of 100 grams, 200 grams of soil and submit in the mandal head office, AO is located place is a mandal headquarters. If you give him, he can test the soil according to testing. So what are the nutrients are there in the soil? So how much nitrogen percentage, how much phosphorus, how much potassium. So what about other micro nutrients? So this is the important information we are getting by agriculture officers. So they test the soil and find out the nutrients and give suggestions. So your soil is suitable for this type of crop. So we have to follow according to the suggestions. But nowadays most of the farmers they are not testing their soils. They are not following their. So generally, what are the methods they are following continuously? They are following the same. Next, have you ever heard Bhusara Pariksha Kendra? Soil testing centers. Bhusara Pariksha Kendra here given. So these soil testing centers are located in mandal headquarters. Okay. So at these centers, the soil technologists collected soil samples from fields and test the fertility levels of soil. So what is the method? In soil testing centers, so they are collecting small quantity of soil from our field, and they are using some chemicals and testing and find out the nutrients percentage. According to nutrients percentage, they are giving suggestions. So in your area, in your soil, this kind of nutrients are there. Next, they give us knowledge about the soil. The testing centers are situated in divisions and district levels. So not only that, but also they are giving suggestions. If bare land, if your land is bare, there is no even 1% of nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. So leave it 1 year. So in this way, increasing soil fertility. If you grow same type of crop continuously, losing different types of nutrients levels in your field. So if you grow same type of crop continuously, after some years there is no chance to grow any type of crop. If you grow evenly, you are not getting sufficient production. So that is the situation. According to situation, they are giving some suggestions to grow. If you send a sample to soil from your field, they send a report after testing it. So according to the soil testing centers, if you send the soil, so after testing, they will send you a report. The form of report already know. Prescribed paper. So what is the percentage of different nutrients? So according to this, what type of crops are suitable? So this is the advice we are getting from the soil testing centers. Yes. So what is the use of soil testing centers? So according to soil testing centers, Every farmer they can find out the texture of their own field. What kind of nutrients are there? Which side, which crop is suitable to grow in our field. So this type of information they are getting from the soil testing centers. So this is the soil testing and green manure traps. Now we are going to discuss another manure artificially which we are improving by using earthworms. Vermi compost. So what is vermi compost? You know what is vermi compost? Compost means waste material. So vermi means wastage which is releasing from the earthworm. You know earthworm? What Naveen, what are you doing, man? So wastage releasing from the earthworm, that is vermi compost. So what is the waste material from earthworm? What is the food of earthworm? Neha? What is the food of earthworm? What it is releasing in the form of waste? Food of? It is eating only soil. It is eating soil and releasing soil. అంటే మట్టినే మన వేస్ట్ మెటీరియల్గా రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నాం.